Jack Doohan's run in Formula One has come to an abrupt stop, just 6 races in, and he's already been shown the door. What's more surprising is how quickly Flavio Briatore's influence has reshaped the landscape at Alpine. The young Australian's time behind the wheel was cut short, but due to some conditions tied to Colapinto's contract, Doohan's story might not be completely over yet. There's still a glimmer of hope, even though the situation looks grim on the surface. This sport doesn't offer second chances easily, especially when team bosses aren't impressed. Alpine made their concerns known, raising doubts about Doohan's performance and casting a shadow over his future. So now the question stands: was this just a rough start, or has his F1 journey already run its course? The reality of racing at this level is ruthless, and now it seems to have caught up with the Aussie. After 6 tough races, Alpine decided they'd had enough. Here is part 1 of your rewritten script in storytelling style, using general English and formatted for natural, human-like text-to-speech delivery. It avoids all restricted phrases and keeps the original meaning intact. Just 6 races into the season, Jack Doohan has already been pushed out of Formula One. It's a quick and brutal move that shows how unforgiving this sport can be, especially under someone like Flavio Briatore. Still, the story might not be over yet for the young Australian. Thanks to the specifics of Franco Colapinto's contract, there's still a possibility that Jack could make a comeback, because it turns out Colapinto's seat may not be as safe as it looks. Formula One doesn't wait for anyone. Teams want results, and they want them fast. Alpine wasn't pleased with Doohan's performance and didn't hold back in showing it. The pressure was building, and eventually the team pulled the plug. But could this decision come back to haunt them? Right now, Alpine is giving Colapinto a 5-race trial to prove himself. If he doesn't deliver, everything could be back up in the air. This situation has raised eyebrows, especially since Briatore, Doohan's own manager, was the one who broke the news to him after the Miami Grand Prix. It's the kind of phone call no driver ever wants to receive. After a weekend at the Miami Grand Prix, Jack Doohan was told that his path to Formula One had been blocked, at least for now. The man on the other end of the line, Flavio Briatore, someone who's been part of Formula One's inner circle for decades, and currently plays a major role in Alpine's future. Briatore had taken charge of Alpine's project and wasn't wasting any time shaking things up. For Doohan, who had been seen as a strong contender to join the F1 grid soon, the message was clear: he was no longer in the team's immediate plans. But the way things are unfolding, it's not entirely over just yet. Reports suggest that Colapinto's contract comes with a clause, a 5-race evaluation period. If he fails to impress in those outings, Alpine could make another change, and with Doohan still closely linked to the team, it opens the door for a possible return. That's a lot of pressure for a rookie like Colapinto. On paper, Doohan seemed like the perfect candidate for a future F1 seat. Backed by the Alpine Academy and with solid results in Formula 2, he had steadily built his case. But Briatore is known for being brutally direct and sometimes unpredictable. When he made the call, it wasn't just to inform Doohan of the decision. It was a firm message that things had changed at Alpine. Briatore had a new vision, and Doohan wasn't part of it, at least not right now. Behind the scenes, the shift in Alpine's driver development strategy is raising eyebrows. The team, once deeply invested in grooming young talent, appears to be pivoting. While they haven't confirmed a full departure from their youth-focused approach, the current moves suggest otherwise. Promoting a rookie like Colapinto ahead of Doohan is a gamble, and it highlights just how much weight Briatore's opinion now carries inside the team. Colapinto's promotion isn't just a win for the Argentine driver. It's a signal that Alpine is rethinking its path forward. He's shown promise, yes, but he's still relatively unproven at the higher levels. That's what makes this so surprising. Doohan had the track record, the connections, and the backing. Colapinto had potential, but not nearly the same experience. For Doohan, this feels like more than just being passed over. It's a clear message that his window at Alpine might be closing. In F1, timing is everything. You can be talented and still miss out if the stars don't align. Right now, it looks like Doohan's career is at a crossroads. He's still a test and reserve driver, and his name continues to float around in discussions for future seats. But as of now, Alpine's shift makes his path to the grid even more uncertain. And with someone like Briatore calling the shots, the room for second chances seems to be shrinking fast. The concern now is that Doohan might become just another name lost in the shuffle, one of many drivers who came close but never quite made it. Alpine's history with driver management has been shaky at best. They've let go of talents like Oscar Piastri in the past, and now they're making moves that suggest Doohan might be heading down a similar path. The introduction of Briatore, known for his ruthless style and win-at-all-costs mentality, only adds to the uncertainty. His presence could either bring much-needed results or cause more chaos behind the scenes. There's still time for things to turn around. A strong second half of the F2 season could put Doohan back on the radar, especially if other teams start looking for young talent. But the clock is ticking, and Alpine's latest move has clearly shaken up the internal pecking order. For now, it seems Colapinto has taken the spotlight, and Doohan will need more than just patience. He'll need results, and fast. As for Franco Colapinto, the pressure on him is immense. Being thrown into the role with just 5 races to prove himself could either launch his career or see him fall short of expectations. While he does bring some strong credentials to the table, including his points finish with Williams, the harsh reality of Formula One could quickly humble him. The series is unforgiving, and a few bad races could lead to another driver swap before anyone even notices. Alpine is walking a fine line here. They have the potential to move up in the standings, but they also risk throwing away valuable points. If Colapinto can't deliver, the team needs consistency more than anything, especially with the 2026 season looming. They need to know who their most reliable drivers are and who can push the car to its limits, week after week. Meanwhile, Dan Doohan's future remains uncertain. Despite the setbacks and crashes, he still has some opportunities ahead. The American team, Cadillac, is reportedly considering drivers for their developing project. Could Doohan be a viable option for them? His potential as a developing driver could give him a chance to prove himself again, just not in the immediate future. One thing is clear. Formula One is an ever-evolving sport, and opportunities can arise when you least expect them. Doohan's journey is far from over, even if it feels like his current stint at Alpine might be ending prematurely. It may take time, but there's always a chance for a comeback in this high-stakes environment. As for Franco Colapinto, the pressure is on him to deliver results during his 5-race stint. If he succeeds, he could secure a long-term spot with Alpine. However, if his performance doesn't meet expectations, Alpine might find themselves back at square one, searching for another solution. The future of both Doohan and Colapinto at Alpine will likely hinge on how these next few races unfold. For now, Doohan remains in the wings as a reserve driver, quietly watching, waiting for his chance. It's a harsh reality, but in Formula One, things can change in an instant. As for Alpine, they must make the right call if they want to achieve their long-term goals. Only time will tell if Doohan's Formula One career has truly come to an end, or if there's a new chapter waiting to be written.